You ever just look at your cat and think, what is actually going on in that furry little head of yours? Well, today we're going to try and crack that very code. We're diving deep to better understand the magnificent and, let's be honest, kind of weird world of our cats.
Because if you do, you're definitely not alone. I mean, one minute they're a purring ball of fluff on your lap, and the next they're having an intense staring contest with a blank wall. It really does feel like they operate on a totally different wavelength, with their own secret rules and their own secret language.
And what's so wild is that they've been our roommates for 10,000 years. 10,000 years. They've gone from being literal gods in ancient Egypt to being superstars on the internet. And yet, after all that time, they're still this huge, lovable mystery. But today, we're going to take a big leap forward in solving it. Okay, so to get started, we need to do one crucial thing. We have to completely change our perspective. For the next few minutes, we're going to stop thinking like humans and try our best to see the world through a cat's eyes. This right here, this is the master key to everything. Where you see a house or maybe an apartment, your cat sees something much, much grander. They see their territory, their dominion, their kingdom, which they must patrol, protect, and rule over. So, you know when your cat rubs its little cheeks on your leg or on the corner of your laptop while you're trying to work? That's not just a cute hello. Nope, they are actively marking you with scent glands. They're basically saying, this thing and this person is safe. They are part of my kingdom. It's an act of ownership, and honestly, it's a huge compliment. Okay, so if you can hold on to that idea of a kingdom, their way of communicating starts to make a whole lot more sense. And you have to remember, for cats, it's pretty much all about body language. This one's the classic. The tail held straight up, maybe with a little hook at the tip. That's a welcome flag. It's a super clear sign from a confident, happy cat who is just genuinely glad to see you. It's basically their version of a big, friendly smile. Now, on the complete other end of the spectrum, you've got this, the flattened ears. Sometimes people call them airplane ears. This is a big, flashing red warning light. It means the cat is scared or angry or maybe both, and the message is simple. Back off. Just give them some space. And then there's this, which is just the best thing ever, the slow blink. It's often called a cat kiss. I mean, think about it. In the animal world, closing your eyes in front of someone else is the ultimate sign of vulnerability. So when your cat gives you that slow blink, they are paying you the highest compliment. They're saying, I trust you completely. You should totally try doing it back to them sometime. Okay, so we're getting their mindset. We're starting to understand their language. So how do we take that and build them a kingdom where they can really, truly be happy? Well, it starts with the absolute basics, like what's in their food bowl. This is a big one. It's a scientific fact, and it is totally non-negotiable. Your cat is an obligate carnivore. Now, that's just a fancy way of saying they have to eat meat to survive. It's not that they like meat, it's that their bodies are biologically designed to require it. A cat can't be a vegetarian, period.
And that protein needs to have key ingredients, like something called taurine. It's an amino acid you can only find in animal tissue. Without it, cats can get really sick. They can develop serious heart conditions. They can even go blind. And hey, don't forget water. Cats are actually not great at remembering to drink, so making sure they have lots of fresh, clean water is critical for their kidneys. Beyond food, you've got to keep their minds busy. And inside every single house cat, there is a tiny, fierce hunter. It's this ancient instinct, this cycle that they need to act out. They need to stalk something, pounce on it, and get that satisfying kill. That's why playing with them with a wand toy is so essential for their mental health. Because, let's be real, if you don't give them something to hunt, they're going to find something on their own. And that something is often your ankles or your furniture. A bored cat is a destructive cat. And another way to enrich their kingdom is to give them vertical space. Cat trees, shelves, they let them get up high and survey their domain, which makes them feel super safe and secure. All right, let's talk about it. The one thing that can cause the most drama between a cat and their human staff, the litter box. But here again, if we just think like a cat, the rules are actually pretty simple. This is the absolute gold standard. The formula is just this. You should have one more litter box than the number of cats you have. So 1 cat, 2 boxes. 2 cats, 3 boxes. It's that simple. It prevents any arguments and makes sure there's always a clean, safe option for them. And to really get why cleanliness is so important, you gotta understand this. A A cat's sense of smell is at least 14 times more powerful than ours. So that box that smells fine to you, to them, it could be like walking into the most disgusting public bathroom imaginable. That's why scooping it every single day isn't just a nice idea, it's an absolute must.
Now, on the health side of things, please remember this. In the wild, an animal that shows weakness becomes prey. Your cat has that exact same instinct. They are absolute masters at hiding pain and sickness, which is why regular vet checkups are so important. You have to catch problems before they become big, big crises.
So, we've talked about their world, their language, and their basic needs. And all of this, every bit of it, leads to the final and most rewarding part of it all, earning their trust and building that incredible, unbreakable bond. This might be the single most important piece of advice in this whole explainer. You cannot force affection from a cat. It just doesn't work. The real secret is something called passive interaction. Instead of chasing them for a cuddle, just be in their space. Sit on the floor and read a book. Let them come to you. Let them make the first move. It teaches them that you are a safe, predictable, calm presence in their kingdom. And that really is what it all comes down to. A dog's affection is often given immediately and freely. But a cat's trust? That's a prize. It's something you have to win. You build it slowly, through respect, through understanding their worlds, and by taking care of them. It's a relationship built on mutual respect. So the next time you look at your cat, just take a second. Look at their tail, check out their ears. Notice where they're sitting in their kingdom. Because now that you know a little bit more of their language, you can start to really listen. So what are they trying to tell you?